Good evening, everyone. So, the GATE response sheet is out today, and we are getting calls throughout the day related to the exam. That is, how many questions that you attempted were correct, or what is the solution of some questions, or what would be your rank. So, to answer all these questions, we are making this video. So, for GATE Environmental Science, we have put the solutions on our website as well as the rank predictor also. So let's check that out and we'll see some of the solutions for these questions that were asked in the paper. So if you go to our website and under that if you go in the blogs, so we have this first blog where it is GATE 2021 Environmental Science, and in this blog you can find the answer key for all the questions as well as the GATE rank predictor. So it also gives the brief analysis of the kind of questions that were asked. So from here you can simply click on this link and download the answer key, and this gate rank predictor is also there which you can use to predict your gate rank. So now let's see some of the technical questions and their solutions that were asked in this paper. So I'm skipping this aptitude part for now. In next 2 days we'll be putting solutions, the detailed solutions for all these questions. So for now let's see some of the technical questions. So like this one says the molar concentration of some ionic species in water sample were estimated as follows. So these molar concentrations of these ionic species are given here, and it is asking for the ionic strength of water sample. So ionic strength we calculate as half and summation of Ci times Zi square. Ci is the concentration of these individual ions and Zi is the charge. Like if we take the example of Na, so the concentration of sodium, that is 0.25 moles, and its charge Z will be equal to plus 1. So like that we can write for all the species like 0.25 times 1 square plus. Next is calcium. So calcium is 0.12 times its charge is plus 2, so plus 2 square, and plus chloride if we do, so it will be 0.32 times minus 1 square, and then we have bicarbonate, so that is 0.05 times minus 1 square, and if you solve this, so we get the answer between this range of 0.54 to 56. Then the next question, it is asking, it is a multiple select question, and it is asking related to the, the points that are correct for most probable number. So it is based on Poisson's distribution, that is correct, and we use gram negative bacteria. The estimated organisms are gram negative. Then next point is it includes the quantification of pathogenic virus. So in this test we use coliform group, and coliform group is a non-pathogenic group, so this option will not be correct. And similarly the last option, that it measures the exact number of microorganisms, so as the name is suggesting that it is giving the most probable number, so it does not give the exact number here. Then if we see few more questions, this question is from the alkalinity topic. So here it is giving that for a 200 ml sample, 0.02 N H2SO4 is used, and for reducing the pH from 9 to 4.5, 25 ml of this acid is used, and here it is asking the alkalinity in the terms of sodium bicarbonate. So generally we calculate in calcium carbonate form. So what we can do here, we can calculate first in the form of calcium carbonate and then convert in terms of sodium bicarbonate. So in terms of calcium carbonate, if we calculate, so this, if we use this particular acid 0.02 NH2SO4 with this normality, then 1 ml of acid, it neutralizes 1 milligram of alkalinity. So using that relation, we have, in 200 ml of sample, alkalinity will be 25 milligram. So for I mean, if you want to calculate per liter, so it will be 25 by 200 times 1000. That is equal to 125 milligrams per liter as CaCO3. But the question, it is asking for sodium bicarbonate. So if you calculate the gram equivalent of sodium bicarbonate, so in 1 gram equivalent of sodium bicarbonate, it will have 84 gram of this compound, and for calcium carbonate it has 50 grams. So using that relation, we can calculate the alkalinity in sodium bicarbonate as 125 by 50 times 84. So if you solve this, we obtain the answer as 210 milligram per liter as NaHCO3. So that is the, I mean, option 3 here is the correct answer. Then this is an easy question. It is asking, I mean, hydraulic gradient is given, porosity is given, seepage velocity is given, and it is asking for the permeability. So we have to use the relation V is equal to Ki, and for obtaining V, we have to use the relation Vs is equal to seepage velocity is equal to velocity of flow divided by porosity. So using these two relations, you can obtain the permeability here. Then the next question, it is simply giving the different masses and carbon by percent. So then it is fine. Then it is asking for the resultant carbon percentage in the mixture by weight. So we can take the weighted average. So 2 into 88 plus 1 into 90 plus 2 into 80 plus 1 into 90 divided by total mass. So that will be 6, and if you solve that, so answer comes out as 86%. Then in this next question, it is asking for the F by M ratio for this activated sludge process. So that will be basically food to microorganism we have. So food is calculated based on the BOD times flow, and microorganisms we'll calculate as volume times ml/VSS concentration. So if you use this formula, you'll obtain the answer about 0.311. Then this is simply asking for the pair in DNA. So the correct answer for this is adenine and thymine. So for all of these questions, we have prepared this answer key. You can check it out, and within next 2 days, we'll also provide the detailed solution for all of these questions. And first, you can check out all these questions and let me know where you are finding difficulty, which question you are not able to understand, and based on that we can make detailed solution for such questions. Like in this question, it is asking for the number of generations. So number of generation, I have taught it in microbiology. So for that we have formula log n upon n naught divided by 0.301. So here the value of n will be this 1280 into 10 to the power 4, n naught will be 5 into 10 to the power 4. So just using this simple formula, you will obtain the answer as 8. In this next question, it is giving that at some storage tank, this hazardous waste is leaking, and here the concentration is given as 0.5 milligrams per liter, and some 2 kilometers away from this tank there is a water well. So we have to find out that what will be the concentration of this contaminant when it reaches in this well. So, and for that they have told that first order reaction we have to assume. So for first order reaction, we can write the concentration as dC by dt is equal to K times C. So here, because this C has the power of 1, so we say it is in the first order, and from here we can obtain Ct is equal to C naught e to the power minus Kt. If you integrate this equation, this is the expression we'll obtain. So one condition is given here, that at Ct is equal to C naught by 2, the time taken is 10 years. So using this condition, we can obtain the value of K, and once we have the value of K, then we can find out the concentration in this well. So here we'll need the time also, how much time this pollutant or contaminant will take to reach this well. So that will be simply length of flow 2000 meter or 2 kilometer divided by velocity of flow, that is 0.4 meter per day. So from there we obtain the time, and then we have time, we have the value of K using this condition, and then we can find out the concentration in this well when the contaminant reaches the well. So this is the answer. Then the next question here is for sodium adsorption ratio SAR. So that is given as Na plus divided by square root of Ca2 plus concentration plus Mg magnesium ion concentration divided by 2, and all these concentrations are in milli equivalent per liter. So here these concentrations are given in milligram per liter, so they have to be divided by their equivalent weight. So if you solve this, answer comes as 2.83. Then this next question is asking for the solubility product. So solubility product KSP, it is given as the product of concentration after it ionizes. So Ca2 plus times SO4 ion, the product of concentration of these two. Here the solubility product is given and it is asking for the concentration of sulfate ion. So by assuming that only these two ions are present in this sample, so when this CaSO4 breaks, so it will break as calcium ion and SO4 ion. So assuming that there is no other source of these two ions, we can say that when it breaks, the concentration of both of these ions will be equal. So we can write this KSP as SO4 ion square, and the value of this KSP is given as 2 into 10 to the power minus 5, and using that we can obtain the sulfate ion concentration here. Then next question is from the open channel flow. We just have to use this Manning's equation of discharge. So Q is equal to 1 by N A R to the power 2 by 3 S to the power 1 by 2. R is given as A by P, as it is a circular channel. So we'll use the formula pi by 4 d square divided by pi d, because the question is saying that when the sieve is running full, so we have to calculate the flow for that condition. So putting R as d by 4 and other values, S is given in the question, N is given in the question, we can obtain the value of Q. So this will be the discharge when the sieve is full. Then the question is asking that this value is the actual discharge and this value will give us the discharge when sieve is full. So and then it is asking for the ratio of these two, so 0.15 divided by QF. If we do, so we'll obtain the required answer here. Then the next question, it is regarding the plug flow reactor and completely mixed flow reactor. So in that case, the option that this plug flow reactor has less, it requires less volume than the completely flow reactor, this option is correct. Then transmissibility, so transmissibility, it is given as T is equal to K times D, where D is the depth of the aquifer. So that's it for now. You can go through all of these questions and different options, and if you have any doubt in any of these questions or their solution, or you think the answer should be something else, then you can contact us, you can mail us, or you can comment on this video and we'll be happy to answer for that. And as I told, in 2 days we'll be releasing the detailed solution for all these questions, and it will be available on our app APSED that you can download from Play Store. And if you have any other question also, then you can definitely ask us.